you know, all they've done is just wasted my time, pissed me off. And I know at the end of the day, I'm responsible for my reaction. I'm responsible for how I deal with these situations. I'm responsible for opening the door nice and sweetly when they've just woken my children up at an inappropriate time. And at the end of the day, they could have put a note through my door saying what's going on or something. I don't fucking know. But at the end of the day, when you're dealing with multi agency, it is the duty of like the chair to make sure that everybody in them situations understands. It's like even Dean. I rang Dean during it to say, Dean, just calm me down, just talk to me a minute. And he's like, and it's like, I really don't need this. Like, at the end of the day, I came here with a very complex trauma, unbelievable complex trauma after going through the 10 years, well, 10 years now, but it'd only been like, what, 5 at the time. From, well, not even that, from when I first went out in the media with what I was doing to it completely spinning the way that it spun, to coming here and just sort of going like, whoa, you know, I've just been through a car crash. My mum didn't give a shit. Nobody else gave a shit. And like, you know, it didn't need to be that way. It's the persecution that's caused it. It's not actually my intentions that's been the issue. It's been people's misunderstandings. And it's like, I don't want to go out in the hallway now. I don't want to because I don't know who I'm dealing with. I'd rather be on this side of my door knowing who I'm dealing with than being out there having them coming at me while I'm got my headphones on, pottering around trying to get stuff done while the boys are asleep. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm not putting myself through it. It's like wasted the last few half an hour, like hours of my life as well. Because like when I rang them up and explained the situation, they could have just said yes, they've put the call in, or no, they haven't. And it's like even now I still don't know because it takes so long to go through the system. And the problem is you're just dealing with somebody else, and this system has only got so many tick boxes that it uses, and it's like it doesn't portray people in the right way, and it's like it annoys me. It's like, take for example ABH and GBH. Okay, so you've got actual bodily harm and grievous bodily harm. All a tick sheet will say is ABH or GBH, right? And it's like, well, you stand there to a judge and tell the difference between all of those different levels. It's like the spectrum of autism, yeah? I've watched a video today of a high-end autism that's kicking the shit out of its house. Well, maybe the mum needs to like let her son off a lead and stop treating him like the autistic person and actually help him find his gift zones, just as every parent should be doing for their kids. People shouldn't become the labels that the system defines them by. They're human beings. I'm a human being. I'm a human. I'm here to be. I'm not here to be timetabled, listed, and told where I'm meant to be at what time and how I'm meant to do this and how I'm meant to do that. There is the Bible that gives us this. And all these policies and laws and shit are just, somebody wants to send me a message, wants to send you a message. Somebody wants to send me a message. Okay, someone wants to send me a message. So someone wants to send me a message, right? I've got to the point now that all I want to do is get over to that house, lock my freaking door key, and hope to God it rains out the rest of the season and it absolutely snows, or I am somewhere that is knee deep in snow for the winter and the holidays. And maybe spring, maybe next spring, I will come out and try again after I have been able to spend the time with my boys swimming and doing the things that we love and spending some time at the new place and seeing how I feel about being here in Portsmouth and making a decision to either be here or to still carry on with what I'm doing. I just want to get this paperwork finished. I just want to get this done. And it's like, I can't even cope with these goodwill people who think they're part of something that I haven't finished yet. And it's like, no, I didn't come here to do this. I came here to help people discover themselves. Like, it's an absolute fucking joke. I'm so glad that I am witnessing it from this really personal perspective. And I'm so glad that I do have the tools that I have. And I'm so glad that, you know, I'm the person that I am going through this, because it's like even tonight, yeah, after I got off my live, all of a sudden I heard bang, bang, and I thought, Kelly, it's not your door. And I was already pre-aware that there'd been a situation with the carers over at Jamie's and the key and all of this. But I thought, I'm just going to go and check, make sure the police are not banging down on somebody else's door thinking they're not answering and they're meant to be at mine, because this shit happens. They make these mistakes, don't they? They just don't put their hands up to it. You know, it would be so much easier if they did. But it was the guy from the locks that was taking off Jamie's key, because they had changed. They basically got locked in tonight and had to give me the code to the outside to get the keys to let them out. I can't wait until we're out of it. It's the Economy 7 heating that's making him cough, by the way. The radiators came on about 5 days ago, and since then he's not stopped coughing. I'm even the same with it, so when we get over there it'll be different. I might have to move them over the other side of the room, because they're quite close to it, because there's no furniture in here at the moment. I thought it was best to put us near it, but I might have to move it. What was I saying? Yeah. So, of course, because it was a different person, then all of a sudden I realised I was agitated. I didn't know if the police were coming. So anyway, just as a prime example, I said to him, have you let Jamie know what's going on outside? He said, well, I've tried calling him and he's not answering. I said, you need to I said, have they let Jamie know that they've had to do the locks? I said, because the carers left. I don't know if they rang Jamie. I said, because you need to understand, Jamie's in there on a hospital bed and he can't move and he's on terminal dialysis, yeah. So he was like, So I shouted through to Jamie to say, Jamie, there's a problem with your lock, mate. He's going to be banging, banging, banging for a bit. Obviously, Jamie can't hear me properly, so I was shouting a little bit louder. And then obviously he got it, and I just like, it's fine. It's going to be bang, bang, bang for a bit, Jamie. It's not a problem. And then I said, you need to sort of like, let's get someone to let Jamie know what's going on the inside, because he's going to think that the ambulance and the paramedics are coming for him and all this sort of stuff. So I'm just going to go and check on Elijah in a minute. Oh, he's actually sat up. Just 2 seconds. You all right, sweetheart? You all right? I'll take some of this. There you go. Just lay down with that down. There you go, lay down with that. I'm going to go and deal with Elijah.